What is up, Planeswalkers? Theric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Don't forget to head on over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. And today, for you guys, is the last day to get the 15% off of everything in the store. All right, that's sealed products, singles, accessories, all that nonsense. That's the last day for the New Year's sale. So definitely head on over to flipsidegaming.com, use my promo code, and it's a good deal. Help support the channel. Now, today, we're playing a deck that I realize I haven't played, like, at all, which is Beamsplitter Mage. It's a fun, like, it's just a Wizards deck. Like, it's a normal, like, blue-red Wizards deck that also, like, runs pump spells to just, like, burst your opponent down. I died horribly to this a few times in practice with a few of the other decks, like, this past week. And I was like, oh, I haven't actually built this. So I looked through the internet, scoured some things, tried to figure out what the best feel was for me, and I ended up having a 21 land, 21 spell, and 18 creature build. Your mileage may vary. Some people I know run like 22 lands, some people run 20, some people run more creatures, up to 20 creatures, some people run fewer. I've seen as low as like 15, but this is what I found helps me the best. So starting with our creatures, we have 3-star Siren Stormtamer. It is a wizard, which is fantastic. It is a 1-drop, which means that we can curve it into our Charter Course, and it allows you to protect your two most important wizards, which is Adeliz and Beamsplitter Mage. For what it's worth, it also has flying, which is nice. For Ghitu Lavarunners, the reason we're running 4 of this and not 4 of this is is because Lavarunner, it can give it, like, it gets haste and, like, it's more damage, like, overall, which is nice. So again, it's a 1-drop, so it curves nicely into Charter Course. For what it's worth, all of your creatures are wizards, so Wizard's Lightning is always going to cost 1. I'll get to that in a moment. But really, the biggest point for this card is that it can get haste later in the game, and it curves into Charter Course real nicely. Beamsplitter Mage is like the namesake of the deck. When you cast a spell that only targets Beamsplitter Mage, instant or sorcery, then you can copy it for, I believe it's all of the other ones. Choose one of those creatures. Oh no, it's one of the other ones. If you notice, I haven't actually had Beamsplitter Mage out with multiple other creatures. I've had a couple scenarios with Beamsplitter Mage and Wee Dragonauts, but like never like Lavarunner, Beamsplitter Mage, and Adeliz. Usually at least 2 of your creatures are going to die each game. So yeah, so let's say you have Beamsplitter Mage out and Wee Dragonauts, right? So you attack with both, and then if you cast Run Amok onto Beamsplitter Mage, it gets +3/+3 and trample. But because of Beamsplitter Mage's ability, you also get to essentially have a free copy of Run Amok on Wee Dragonauts as well, giving your Wee Dragonauts an additional +3/+3. It's important to note that you just copy the spell, you don't cast a copy of the spell. So Wee Dragonauts, for example, wouldn't give you it wouldn't get its own additional +2 for the copy of a Run Amok. Similarly, Adeliz would not give all of your wizards additional +1 because this just says copy. It does not say cast a copy of that spell. So that's something important to know. It is a 2-drop, which is nice. Like, it's a 2-mana 2/2, so it's fine. The problem is it dies to so much things. I kind of wish this were a 1/3. If it were a 1/3, it'd be a lot easier to use, even though it's technically less aggressive. It lives so much easier. Heck, it'd probably even be better as a 0/4. Because sure, you're attacking for 0 by itself, but then, like, you know, you have the Adeliz buffs, and then, like, you get the additional buffs from these anyway, so that said, it still is fine. It's still usable as a 2/2. Adeliz is our other powerful wizard where we just chain combos and things. She comes down with haste, which is very nice. She has flying, which is very nice. It's unfortunate that she is only a 2/2 because she dies to, like, everything. But luckily, whenever you cast a spell, and it just doesn't have to be one of these buff spells, it can be a draw spell or something, she buffs all of your wizards, making combat really annoying for your opponent. Your opponent doesn't know if they block, are their creatures going to die, and they don't know if they don't block, am I going to die, right? So Adeliz is definitely a nice burst option. Wee Dragonauts is one of the strongest single cards in the deck. If you have a board of just one creature, it's like always best to have Wee Dragonauts because it has its own buff. So even if you only have a bunch of draw spells, Wee Dragonauts by itself is going to get quite large. Unfortunately, it only buffs its power, but it does buff its power very quickly. Each spell you cast gets an additional +2. So Run Amok is going to give your Wee Dragonauts +5 +3. Yeah. So, like, if for example you attack with Wee Dragonauts, give it Run Amok, and then Gravitic Punch post combat, then you're looking at quite a large chunk of damage from just one creature and 2 other cards. So that's very nice. Wizard's Lightning, it's burn. I've seen versions not run Wizard's Lightning and run like a 4/4 split of Run Amok Sure Strike, But I personally prefer Wizard's Lightning because it can kill creatures if you have to, but most importantly, it's that additional reach that I really like. It doesn't require you to actually attack your opponent to win, and I really like the flexibility of being able to either remove a creature or just burn your opponent's face. 3 opt. There are 21 lands in the deck, and sometimes you'll get flooded, and sometimes you will need more, and opt really does help with that. This is the wrong opt again. Come on. What am I doing? 1, 2. All right, I can't actually do it until I do that. There we go. Opt is very helpful in that regard, but additionally, it just helps with Adeliz. It helps with Ghitu Lavarunner as well. It helps with Wee Dragonauts. It's just a really nice, cheap spell that you can use to trigger these cards. 2 Blink of an Eye. I didn't have this initially, and then I saw Merchant had Blink of an Eye in his build. His build, I think, is still relatively different from mine. But I found that Blink of an Eye was actually really helpful against specifically green-black midrange, and we are going to be playing in unranked just because this deck, it dies really hard to heavy removal spells, and in ranked right now, it's essentially just like super heavy aggro, where we have to race them or we lose, or super heavy control, where we're probably just going to lose, because this is definitely a creature deck and we need to have creatures on the field. But you still do see things like green-black midrange in unranked, and this helps at dealing with, like, giving us a little bit of tempo against their Wild Growth Walkers, right? It allows us to make it so that they're losing out on a bunch of life gain, which obviously this deck doesn't like to have. It just kills tokens, so something from like History of Benalia or something, and it saves your own creatures, right? Because if your opponent shoots a Lava Coil at your Beamsplitter Mage, you can Blink of an Eye your own Beamsplitter Mage so you can save it so that it doesn't die. Additionally, if you do get to a point where you're kind of flooding out, you can draw a card with it with the kicker, so that's very nice. For Charter Course, we have 7 1-drops, so usually we are going to be able to get extra value on this, but if you have to, you can just discard a land. But in general, Charter Course is just a really important card to play in this type of deck. 3 Run Amok, 3 Sure Strike. These are just like the bread and butter of the deck. You don't have to put it on Beamsplitter Mage, but I typically don't use these unless I think that I can win this turn or the following turn. And I try to make it so that I combo them with Gravitic Punch. Gravitic Punch essentially just your creature punches your opponent in the face. It's real nice. But yeah, I try not to just waste them willy-nilly, but I found that running 4 of these and then 2 of these was just a little bit too much for me, so that's why I went down to 3, 3, and 2. So this is all the mana base. It's a pretty simple mana base. As you see, no sideboard because I think that this deck gets hated out way too easily in best of 3 mode, so let's head on over into our games as I bump my desk. This is an okay hand. We will keep it. It's unfortunate, as always, when you're an aggressive deck and you're going second. Blue-black, alright, this is potentially real bad. Potentially very, very bad. We do have Wee Dragonauts, but I'm waiting for the Thought Erasure. Yep. Fun is not allowed. So I assume they're going to take Beamsplitter Mage here. They might take Charter Course, but I'm hoping that this is just the Surveil deck and not like an actual dedicated blue-based control deck. So here we are just going to Charter Course, especially since we drew another one, because we do want to be able to hit those Dragonauts, but we are going to drop one of the Dragonauts because we don't have the mana to cast it right now. Alright, so we're going to Charter Course first. Yeah, we're going to Charter Course first, because if we do get a red source, then we will be able to play the Lavarunner at least. Adeliz is nice to see. Honestly, I think Sure Strike is one of the weaker cards, just because it requires us to have a thing. It's very nice if we can get it out, but I think it's best to try and maintain creatures. So we'll play this, and it has haste. So our opponent probably going to kill it, unfortunately, or counter it. But my opponent does know about the Wee Dragonaut, so it looks like they're gonna keep things where they are. Vraska's Contempt on this? That would be a bit strange. Chupacabra, okay. Okay, so maybe it is just a mid-range deck. Okay, so here I'm just going to play Wee Dragonauts out. Because it is, as I said in the DeckTech portion, the strongest individual creature. So if we're able to actually, like, attack with it, it's technically the strongest. think we're going to get rid of the Lavarunner here. Okay, that was a nice draw. Because it allows me to cast Adeliz and attack and use Wizard's Lightning. I don't think I care about the Chupacabra. I think I just want to buff my team. Alright, so they're down to 8. So Run Amok is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total damage. Dang. Well, we do have another Wee Dragonauts. Alright, and we can even Wizard's Lightning end of turn, but I don't think we want to. I think we're going to try to Wizard's Lightning and Run Amok and kill them. Crap. Well, I think we just Wizard's Lightning them then. Yeah, unfortunately this deck does run out of stuff. Looks like they're gonna counter that. Honestly, I think they should save the counter for a creature. But that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my creatures. So I have 11 left in the deck. Yeah, so we're definitely in an uphill battle now. This is a very linear deck. It's definitely not the type of deck that I used to playing. I guess we'll just keep them out in hand so we can discard it to Disinformation campaign. But yeah, so this is super linear and is really easy to pick apart. Linear decks have the benefit of, like, if your opponent doesn't have the answers for it, they just lose. But they have the misfortune of, if you get disrupted, you probably just lose. Oh, so this is a dedicated discard deck, and the fact that we're going against a discard actually hurts a ton. Yeah, all right, we are dead. This is not the first time I've seen Fel Spectre in Unranked. All right, let us play some more games. Take a drink, and you'll sink to a state of pure inebriation. There we go. You'll be tanked like the whole Irish nation. This is a good hand. We have Stormtamer and Adeliz by turn 3, plus at least 1 pump spell. Seems good. All right. This is another discard deck. They're going to divest me on turn 1. Okay, they didn't. Thank you. All right, so now I can attack. Is it fungal infection? It's fungal infection. Well, that's interesting. Huh. I guess I just let that go and play Siren Stormtamer? Like, because I could counter this and deny them the Saproling. But I think it's better just to get out the Stormtamer. This might be a Saproling deck, in which case I don't really care if they have 1 Saproling here. I'm not sure. Oh, no, they have home field advantage. Yeah, okay, it looks like it is Saps. So Saps, as long as they don't have too much more interaction, I should be able to just blitz them with, like, Adeliz and stuff. Yeah, there's no way in heck I'm taking that. What do you got, Saprolings? You gross, weird fungus things. God, that's so strange. Arguel's Bloodfast. Interesting. Interessante. Man, I really want to play Beamsplitter Mage out. Well, I'm definitely attacking. So, I can Chart a Course or I can Beamsplitter. I'm gonna Beamsplitter. Yeah, I just prefer it. And if I untap, then I can protect my Beamsplitter. My opponent's reading it. But... oh, I'm scared. When you drink enough of my beer, you will find this magic brew. Make your every joke a jewel. You'll drive drunker than Oksana Bayou. I hate you so much. As I said, Beamsplitter dies to everything. Alright, we're gonna Dragonauts in this. I'm saving Adeliz for last because she has haste. So she can attack whenever. Stop having interaction. You want to talk about interaction? I'll tell you what's not an interaction. It's when you play what was a 5-drop that you can't interact with, and then on turn 6 you play Manajari Warden. It's like such a deep take. I bet like maybe 4% of people who watch this are gonna know what the heck I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to chart a course pre-combat. No, I'm just gonna Run Amok. Yeah, I'm just gonna Run Amok. Red spell, bada bing, bada boom. All of the dabblage. Yes. And I can protect my Dragonauts. For those of you who are curious, I was a quote. I messed it up, but who cares? By Firebat about Hearthstone when Menagerie Warden came out. That card I don't think was as broken as people thought it was. To be fair, it was cool, but Beast Druid I don't recall being that much of a problem. Oh wait, this is not a Hearthstone channel. This is a Magic channel. I've stopped playing Hearthstone so long ago. Migration, you say? All right, a lot of 1/1s. So I do need to murder my opponent before I die. Hey, look, it's a Beamsplitter Mage. All right, I also need to like draw cards. I need lands. I don't even have a thing for. I'm just gonna play out Adeliz. Hope for the best. My opponent has 1 card in hand. Right, so I think I just need hope for the best and just try and blitz them on this following turn. Because Charter Course is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So Charter Course alone is lethal. As long as my opponent doesn't have interaction here. Go on, buds. Drink my suds. Till you've reached that pure inebriation. Though the beer may be free, you're just renting it from me. Oh my gosh. I think these are a lot larger than I initially expected. Because, like, the way that moss is drawn makes me think this is, like, the size of a person. Alright, so my opponent should be dead. Oh, especially now. They're super dead. Super dead. Super dead. You're super dead. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, that, I mean, this alone should be lethal. Because of Adeliz plus Wee Dragonauts. I'm just sad that I didn't get the Beamsplitter Mage. Or the Gravitic Punch. I'm sorry, Beamsplitter. I'm just gonna blast you. Now that's a lot of damage. How about some more? Oh, I should say, and this is a very mildly outdated video, but Merchant's build was rareless. So, for those who are on a budget, definitely check out. It's like just like YouTube search like Merchant 0 rare Beamsplitter Mage. I think it's a very nice video. I am so excited for Ravnica Allegiance. Also, I just wouldn't like I do that too much. But I'm really excited about Allegiance because I get to do the budget mechanic decks again. A lot of people loved those the first time, and I love doing them. I love doing the budget part and the upgraded part. Oh god, it's Lifegain. This might not be winnable, to be honest. Next turn we're gonna falls into these. Oh fudge. Yeah, I think this is just like actually unwinnable. Fudge. Oh crap. So I can't even attack. If my opponent, like, plays a Johnny Pridemate, we can, like, blink of an eye it. Like, they attack, they play Pridemate and then attack. Maybe it's just Vamps? But still, like, the amount of life gain our opponent's gonna have is possibly insurmountable. We can chart a course next turn. A part of me wants to double block. Oh, they didn't attack. The fear. Oh, we have... I really want to chart a course, but we have, like, Sure Strike, so we could, like, bluff. I think we just attack with Siren and then chart a course. I think anything else is too greedy. Because I can use the Sure Strike later. But we chart a course, hope to get, yep, a land. Sweet, sweet. Next turn we can Adeliz. Okay, if we get a land next turn, then I think the better play is Sure Strike and or Blink of an Eye. Oh, fudge. Okay. I think this is just loss. So my opponent has to be real, like, ballsy and block Lavarunner with Leonin. If they don't, I think I just have to concede. I don't think there's really anything I can do. Yeah. Yeah, I guess a dedicated Lifegain deck, you will be shut down. That is something you should note. I wasn't dead, like, there, but I didn't have a way to deal with War Leader. If you are finding that your opponents are playing, like, too many big, sticky creatures, you can play Lava Coil. This deck initially had Lava Coil, but I was running into more control decks, and Lava Coil is essentially useless against a lot of control decks, so that's why I switched it up, so. Yeah. That's a bit of a slow hand. But we do have Gravitic Punch. Yeah, I'll keep it. We can opt on turn 1, see if we can get something interesting. Put it on green-white something. What are you playing? Alright, well, just keep your secrets then. Do not need a 4th land yet. Oh wait, that'd be a 5th land. I can do basic math. So that's nice. We can play both of these out. So we get the wizards down. Turn 3, we can add Adeliz. Adeliz. Who cares? We can play Cinder Girl. Oh, it's just straight up elves. All right. Do you have Plummet? Oh, okay. Oh God. Oh, it's elves, but it's elves with a real good draw. All right. We need to blitz them before they blitz us. All right. So next turn we can blink. We can blink of an eye. One of the Elvish Clan colors, I guess. And like draw a card with it. Ooh, I don't know. Wait. What does this draw?
I didn't think you helped them feel the wrath of Scala.
I did not expect Vivian Reed. I technically could have waited for... And of course, I'm just drawing nothing but lands. This is trash. Alright, well, I'll kill Vivian. I'm just going to lose to elves. It's incredibly weird.
Most wounds can heal.
Yeah, shut up, Vivian. They're Abzan Elves? What? 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 That's not an elf. Well, I'm dead. I mean, I could blink of an eye this, but, like, there's no value. I feel like it's Wee Dragonauts. Well, play Wee Dragonauts and, like, blink of an eye Conclave Cavalier, I guess. And then next turn, hope I, like, top deck the best. I'm probably going to have to suicide my Lavarunner. You did not. Okay. So that is... Math is hard. 11. So that would put me at 1. Do they have mana to Clan Caller right now? They do not. So I'm fine just taking this, because I would rather have Blink of an Eye as a buff for Wee Dragonauts. Sure Strike. Okay. Is this potentially lethal? 6. Maybe? Because that goes to 8. Dude, bite it. Oh, yes. Bursted him down. Galaxy Brain moment once again. That wasn't very Galaxy Brain. You could have found that pretty easily. I shouldn't have pressed all attack, but got him. Just got the Gravitic Punch win. All right. I want to get a Beamsplitter win in because they can be very gross if left unattended, but we might not. All right. I think we're what, 2 for 2, or not 2 for 2. 2 and 2. I think I don't know. We lost to. Did we lose to discard? My memory's trash. I don't remember what happened like less than 20 minutes ago. Oh, my memory is garbage. This is a hand. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Seems actually decent. All right, let's see if we can get a Beamsplitter off. I can't wait for our opponent to murder our Beamsplitter Mage. I'm going to be quite sad. I'm going to put sadness on the stack, and if they're a control player, they're probably going to counter it. Oh, they're not a control player. Oh, they're a Merfolk. Ooh. I am still scared. I will attack. Merfolk isn't exactly known for their removal spells, so I'll probably end up playing Siren Stormtamer. Leave my Beamsplitter Mage alone. Merfolk Mistbinder? Oh, okay, sure. Yep, they definitely should attack. So I'm going to play out the Stormtamer. Because if I survive the turn, then Beamsplitter Mage gets protection. So I attack with both of these. I cast Run Amok on the Beamsplitter Mage. I target my Ghitu Lavarunner. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that damage. They're already at 10. 10 before their third turn. Alright, I just need to draw another buff spell. Or Gravitic Punch. Gravitic Punch also works. Well, I don't have the mana for that. Shut up. It's fine. So I can double Lavarunner on my following turn. The problem is, if I don't draw another thing... Ooh, the problem is, if I don't draw another thing, I'm probably going to die. Unless I just chip them to death with the Siren Stormtamer. I saw Jade, and I said Jade Stormtamer. Okay, they're still trying to race me. Interesting. The problem is, Merfolk is a deck that can race. So I can actually do this. And then shoot this. And I can attack with these. 1, 2... I'm very scared of dying. So I think I attack with just these. Because I might need to block. Alright, cool. They decided to block. Alright. The thing is, they had 8 damage on board. And Merfolk doesn't play around. Merfolk can just, like, play a buff and that. Like, if they played another Jade Bear, and, like, if they chose not to block and played another Jade Bear, I would just be dead. Oh, I believe Merchant's build runs Maximize Velocity. So there's that. Let us chart a course now. If we get land Run Amok, we might win. I don't think so. I think we just lose, but let's try. Let's see what we get here. Well, we have Sure Strike. I'll get rid of this chart, of course, I guess. And play out the other Lavarunner. And I'll attack with the Stormtamer. And hope I don't die next turn. And then maybe I can win with Sure Strike. He's going to draw a card. Yep. Alright. Things are getting down to the wire. But Merfolk is known for murdering people. Sure, that's fine. I'm not sure why you didn't just cast that on my Beamsplitter Mage, though. Okay, they're playing it real safe. So they're gonna try and alpha me next turn. I could attack with Beamsplitter Mage and Stormtamer. Sure Strike would give me +6, so that would be lethal if they chose not to block. So they would have to block and they'd have to lose something. And then I can, if things don't go according to plan, I have Siren Stormtamer as a third blocker. Alright, I think we're going to try that. So we attack here and here. And Sure Strike does give First Strike, as well as +3, so Kumena would die. And we're not really wasting the damage, because we are still getting the damage with the Stormtamer. Should I attack with everyone there? I'm not sure. Nope, nope, nope. Not what I wanted to do. I don't know if I should have attacked with everyone there. So I have them on 1. I assume they're going to tap down Beamsplitter Mage here. Problem is they keep just drawing cards. Luckily they don't have 2 blue. They very likely have like Sleep or something. Oh, it's risky. It's real risky. Risking it for the biscuit it. Yeah, I think it's too risky to have attacked with Lavarunners as well. I don't know. I'm such a cautious person. That's why I like can't play aggro decks. Because I just play them wrong, right? Like when you play aggro, you have to have like fortitude. You have to be like, I'm just going to attack and force them to have it. And I'm just constantly like, well, if they have it, then I like lose, so I have to like not do it. All right, so this is what I expected. I assume they tap the. Oh, they might tap one of my Sirens. No, they keep Beamsplitter Mage tap. That's fine. If I get any pump spell, or if I get another Wizard's Lightning, I could also get Chart a Course into Wizard's Lightning. I couldn't Chart a Course into Pump Spell Land. That is not something I could do. Adeliz also is lethal. So I have 3 Adeliz as well. So I have 3, 6. I have no idea how I'd count the Chart a Course things. So I'll just say if I draw Chart a Course, I'll count it or something. I don't know. Darn, that's not what I wanted to see. Because now we can buff them all. So if I play Wee Dragonauts here... shut up. I don't like when people say good game before the game's over. So I play Wee Dragonauts here. I could try and attack for 1. That would leave me with 4 blockers. I think I kind of have to just attack with 1 Stormtamer and hope that I don't die. The problem is they get to put a counter on each of their guys. I assume they said good game because they have Sleep. That's my assumption, but... So if they put a counter on all their guys, I might be dead, but I don't know. I do not know. Oh! Alright, well, yep, that's lethal. Rip. I won some games, and that game was close. We had a ton of draws that could have won it, but Merfolk is very fast, and we had to race them, and we unfortunately lost the race, which just happens sometimes when you're playing aggro v aggro. I own all of these cards already. I can't wait for Ravnica Allegiance. I am looking forward to just playing new cards. Oh, I'm so excited. I made a weird noise, I'm sorry. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for their continued support, especially Salamander and Droga. If you would like to join them in supporting the channel, you'll find links to that in the description down below, as well as, I was about to say as long as, I don't know what that's about. as well as links to the Discord server where we chat about Magic and stuff like that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, and cast a comment in the comment section down below. Until next time, all will be one.